Welcome back to the Mojave Gardener. We're doing a garlic harvest today and a garden update. So we're going to start here in the greenhouse, and our aquaponic tomatoes here, they are growing like crazy. They just love this. They've grown about 3 or 4 inches. A couple of the Kellogg's are growing a little bit slower than the Cherokee purples are growing. They've got about 3 or 4 inches on them. The Kellogg's have between 1 inch and 2 inches on them, just in the 5 days since they've been planted. And once again, I apologize that the camera didn't work when we planted our last one. I was going to show how we positioned the roots in there and the drip line, and unfortunately we're having a problem with our camera. We've ordered a new one. Seems like everybody's buying new cameras now. Their cameras are messing up on. The problem is our camera's brand new, and the on and off button and half of the buttons on it, they've decided they don't want to work now. So we ordered a new one. That should be in the mail this week. So we've also got the piece of conduit up here so we can run our strings down to each one of the tomato plants. Our pepper plants here are doing really well. They're starting to, looks like we have our first pepper growing here. We went and bought some more peppers. We have a hot banana pepper here, and then we have 2 jalapenos and 2 serranos peppers to plant in the garden today. And we're going to be taking out most of this lettuce in here and planting new seeds in here to get some fresh lettuce, since these bolted on us. We're harvesting our garlic now, and you can tell your garlic is ready, and it starts to lean over. It'll start to lean over when it gets weak here, because all its energy is here and it's not putting any more energy up into the top leaves anymore. And once it starts to lean over, that tells you that your garlic is ready, and this is starting to die off. Some of them are a little more than others. So we didn't plant these that deep, but all this garlic is pretty deep. We put straw down over it to help keep the moisture in the ground, and it's down pretty doggone deep. As you can see, we have our garlic with the weak neck. Here, it's a little one, but it's ready because the weak neck on it. And this one, I guess, decided to make 2 bulbs. We'll see what we got here. I planted it too close to the... Okay, just 2 small ones. The dirt off. There's our last one here. There's our garlic harvest. Probably going to end up planting more onions here for a summer crop. So now these, I'm going to take these and probably put them in. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll put these together and make sure all the dirt's out of them. It's easier to get out now than it would be when it's dry. So let me take about 6 of these together. And you can't just use your garlic or onions straight out of the garden. You have to let it cure, which means hanging it up and letting it dry for correctly in here. I'll put a little note in the video when I make sure, but I believe it's about a week. Once the tops are dried, then you can cut the tops off and store your garlic in a cool, dry place. And what I normally do is just, easy way of doing this is just make a little slip knot. Tie it around the neck of your garlic plant here. Work this morning. What I'll do is I'll bring them up here and tie them off. A couple of half hitches on here, and that's our first bundle there. Okay, we're out here with the corn and the beans. They're doing really well despite the wind that keeps trying to blow everything over here. It's calm right now, but we've had some 50 to 70 mile an hour winds here this week. As you can see, the corn is starting to tassel. Most of these have actual ears of corn starting on them. They're just starting to pop up. Squash in here, they're running all over the place. Trying to keep up with them is a task. So, then we'll move on to the rest of the garden. Here's our tomatillos, or tomatillos, however you want to pronounce it. They're doing pretty good here, putting off a lot of flowers. Haven't seen any fruit set yet, but shouldn't be long. Here's our other Kellogg's tomatoes and some of the cabbage. We pulled up the cauliflower because the squirrels got to it. We've caught about 10 squirrels this week in our live traps and got rid of them. So I've planted some more tomatoes in here to come up the trellis, and we've got some watermelon seeds planted in here. Hopefully they'll come up. Our sunflower here is starting to open. You can see right now it's about the size of my hand, so there's some kind of bug in here. I don't know what it is. It doesn't look like a bee, but it's not a fly either. But it's pollinating for us. So our pepper plants are starting to grow now, since the cauliflower has been taken off and they can get sun. Our lemon tree has a bloom on it here. Thinking about just picking that off so that it puts its energy into growing a little tree here. Growing, we have tomatoes planted in a new bed on the outside of the fence here with a small chicken wire fence to keep the dogs out so that they don't dig in here or run up against the plants. We have our carrots in here are starting to get fairly big. So there come along, there's half a dozen of them in there. We've already harvested some yellow zucchini. I think we're on our fourth one off of these two plants. And our little helper here, a little bumblebee, is doing his job. He says, "Leave me alone, I'm doing my job." Okay, you're okay. Alright. And the spaghetti squash are already up to the top of the trellis there. And our pepper plants down here are doing pretty good. Probably doing the best out of all of them that we've planted so far. And back behind us here, we've harvested a bunch of beans. We'll show the harvest in a minute that we pulled off of everything today. Got our cabbage growing here. They look like they're starting to make a little cabbage. Yep, we're starting to get some balled up heads in there. So those tomatoes are, this one's doing the best out of all of them. Go to seed here so that we have seed for our next batch of onions. Hopefully we'll do better than we did with planting the onion starts. We got a bunch of green onions off of those. Those are always great in the salad. We lost a couple of cabbage plants back there to the squirrels. They were trying to get to this one, but it actually has a head in there started. So I have another trap back there. Did you pick that? No. And squirrels got our nice big strawberry that we had here. There was a big one on there. It was about yay big around. And the squirrels got it. Or something did anyways. Okay, here's our harvest for today. Our yellow summer zucchini and some peas. That's it for our garden tour and harvest. If you like our videos, please subscribe, hit that like button and the bell notification so that you're notified whenever we have a new video put up. Please share our videos so that we can grow our channel. And have a great day and keep gardening.